Don't do my show like that. This is my favorite soap opera. Don't do that. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. First Friday was nice. It was really, really nice. And there's a nice bar that has strippers there. It was just a nice time. You know, I just didn't want none of them dancing over top of my drinks. But, yeah, I just had a great time. So, as you guys know, we were supposed to come back with a video, but it was way too cold last week to do a video. If it was 10 degrees here, I seen it was like minus 11 degrees in Chicago, or they was like it's as cold as Antarctica. So, wasn't nobody coming out nowhere. But I did go on live. If you missed that video, I hope that you check it out. We got a lot of stuff to get into today. If you're watching us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. To everyone watching, please click the like button and share this video to Facebook, to Twitter, to YouTube, on Instagram. I know that if your notifications are not on, please turn your notifications on, because YouTube will not automatically send this video to Twitter to let you know that the video is uploaded. So the only way you're going to know is if you get a notification. So there's a bell on our channel. Please click that bell, or you'll have to wait for me to tweet it or put it on my Instagram to let you guys know that a new video is uploaded. So yesterday was Super Bowl 53. I barely watched any other Super Bowl. I missed Chloe and Halle. But I seen the clips of them on the internet. Chloe and Halle, Gladys Knight, they both did a fantastic job. But Chloe and Halle, I would love for y'all to do the national anthem once this whole Kaepernick thing is over with. But I mean, y'all already sung, so I don't know. But definitely, I would love for y'all to sing the national anthem. And I don't even know if a duo has ever done it, because I've always seen solo acts. But they will fucking kill that. And with the talent that they have, it's still got me thinking, like, what's taking them so long to, like, pop off? Like, what the fuck? It's not, because they're on the show. They're on Grownish. They out here. They was opening act for Beyonce and Jay-Z. And you at the fucking Super Bowl. Now, like, people that don't know who you are, they're Googling to find out who y'all are, and y'all need to be doing something. Y'all Grammy-nominated artists, y'all nominated for Best New Artist next week. Something, come on. More people need to be talking about y'all. Yeah, I need y'all to step. They did good. Yeah, they did.
I didn't like in the very beginning when they first started singing, they cut to these clips of these national monuments while they were singing. I'm like, no, we don't want to see the Statue of Liberty and Mount Rushmore. We want to see them.
You know, that's how they do.
And then they went back to them, and then they kept it on them. But I'm like, why would they? Dude, was it like a technical difficulty or something that was going on that they did that? I'm like,
because they sing in America the Beautiful.
Yeah, but we don't want to see them. Yeah. We want to see. I mean, we want to see them. We don't want to see the monuments. As they were singing, they started cutting to monuments. And it was like, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see them singing. Like, why do I want to see Mount Rushmore while they're singing?
I guess they want to show it's the ambiance of that song. I don't know. But they did it. I think they even did that when they sung for at WrestleMania last year. I think they might have. They do it for everybody. But I'm just happy that they trying to get the name out there. But we need some songs on the radio that I know. And they don't have that yet, and we need that for them. But shout out to them, because they are nominated for Grammys, and the Grammys are on Sunday. I think Gladys Knight did, like, she was okay. Like, she sang beautifully, but it wasn't like, it didn't knock my socks.
Well, she definitely was lip syncing, so
yeah, but she
I mean, she did a good job, but it was definitely pre-recorded. Yeah, because at one point towards the end, she made this face that she was doing a note, and there was no. Coming out yet. Yeah. So like, oh, okay. If I didn't think you were, now I know. But she sounded good, and she looked amazing.
That's Aunt Gladys. So, yeah, and
I had an Aunt Gladys.
What'd you say?
I had an Aunt Gladys.
Was she still alive?
No, I said I had.
I know, I heard you, but I'm like, wait a minute, boy. Wait a minute. What you mean
had? Aunt Gladys. She's no longer here.
So, Yeah, I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but they said the Super Bowl was not that great. It was, you know, I didn't watch it.
I saw today that it was the lowest viewership.
Yes, they said about maybe 100 million people. So it's like,
but we don't know if that has anything to do with Kaepernick.
No, I think I can tell you what it is. I think it's because people watch on their phones, on their computer. Everybody's not sitting in front of a TV or a cable box turning it to TV. That's like, if you notice, like, they be like, oh, Academy Awards viewership down, Grammys is down. Every award show season, they lose ratings.
Well, why is it that it doesn't count if I'm watching it on my phone? Because I'm watching it live.
It's going to take a time. I think it takes time for them to, like, measure out where everybody else was watching. Like, even some shows, like, they'll get the rating right away, and then the ratings will go up after people watched it on DVR or watched it, watched it on their DVR or
it's crazy
another way.
Because I always just assumed that if whatever device is on that channel at that time, then that should include, but it's apparently not.
Not right away.
Because I watch most of my TV now on my phone because I have my cable app on my phone because when I'm home during the day, I'm asleep. Yeah. And when I'm up, I'm at work, so I watch TV, but you would think that it would count.
Yeah, but it's not right away, but I'm sure it does count.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point.
When it doesn't matter.
Because somebody is measuring, because that's how Netflix knows when to cancel shows and stuff. And Netflix is like, this is our most watched, over 140 million accounts. Watch that Bird Box show movie. Either 140 million or 40 million, I don't remember. But they know people was watching. So yeah, but that's what I think it is, because a lot of people was tweeting about the Super Bowl. It was like the number one, of course it was the number one trend all night. And the halftime show, you know, they tweeted about that. I didn't watch the halftime show, and I still didn't go back and watch. And then it's like, Evan, you need to. How you gonna talk about the Super Bowl? I really didn't watch this year. I really didn't.
Watch. I didn't watch at all. The only thing I watched was Halle and Chloe, and then Gladys. And after she finished, I turned the channel, and I never turned back. I had completely forgot. And it's funny because when I had got to work is when they had announced. It came up on my phone.
CNN?
Yeah, that the Patriots had won, and I was like, "Oh wow, the Super Bowl's over already."
Yeah,
like it was like so fast, right? Yeah, I think everybody knew the Patriots were going to win.
But I watched the show that they had come on afterward. It's called The World's Best.
Yeah, I kept seeing that.
It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like America's Got Talent, but they find talent from all over the world. And you got 3 judges: Drew Barrymore, RuPaul, and somebody else.
Faith Hill.
Well, I didn't know who the hell she was. So I really didn't. I was like, bitch, and I didn't know that was Faith Hill.
She sang at the
I know she did. She was the first singer.
Right.
And
she's married to Tim McGraw.
She set the bar very low at the.
And they are 2 of the biggest.
Tim McGraw. I know who Tim McGraw is, but I didn't know.
And you don't know who his wife is. They're 2 of the biggest. They're like the Beyonce and Jay-Z of country music.
If she walked past me, I would not know that was Faith Hill.
But you know who one of these fake wrestlers are.
Oh yeah, I do. They're not fake. They are.
They're actors.
They are wrestlers, entertainers.
Yeah, actors.
Wrestlers.
I'm sure they all have SAG cards.
Yeah, I'm sure. If they could be nominated, oh my God, she's gonna break her fucking arm. Look, oh my God, it's over.
You know, I didn't know adults still watch this.
Yes. Look at this. Nothing but adults there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Goofy.
It's our
goofy adults.
It's our soap opera. You know what I'm saying? It's our. I've been watching this since I was a kid.
Right.
I love the storylines. Some of the times.
I used to watch when I was a kid
events. Too. It's great. Yeah. Well, but speaking of soap operas, though, soap opera star from The Young Restless, Kristoff St. John, was found dead in his home. Well, he was found unconscious. I didn't listen to the 911 tapes that they released and stuff today. But, yeah, he passed away. And they were saying that last week he was being treated for depression. And a couple years ago, he was on a 72-hour watch because he was going to shoot himself, around the anniversary death of his son, who committed suicide. His son committed suicide back in 2014. Like, he was really mental illness. He had a really bad case of mental illness, and he's been taking the death of his son very hard these past few years. And like the only time I seen him, was on Young and the Restless. But he's been around for a long time. Has to be like 30 years. Cause I remember him on TV. Like I first of all, I hate the soaps. But when they would watch it, I will always see him. Him and the Young and Restless, Bold and Beautiful. Do that still come on? As the World Turns, God and Light, General Hospital. I don't know. But he has always been around.
How tight is my ass?
Who? Oh no. He's a multi-daytime Emmy Award winner and a multi-NAACP Image Award winner. I was just shocked at his death. You could think of a lot of deaths they're not that shocking to me. But when I woke up this morning, and first of all, when I see his name on the trending spot, I didn't even click his name. I went to another website to find out about 21 Savage, and then I seen Kristoff St. John there saying that he passed away. And my heart dropped a little bit, like, how? Like, what? Like, I was really shocked. And a lot of people are shocked about what happened. And, a lot of people now want to talk about being depressed and everything. But y'all gotta figure out.
I want to sit my phone up because I want to go live real quick.
But I think a lot of y'all need to figure out. I think a lot of people need to be supportive of those who are depressed, and let's not talk about it after we lose somebody.
You know what's so crazy? Because because I didn't follow him as far as his. Of course, we all knew about him on the soaps, but I didn't follow his personal life, so I didn't even know that his son had committed suicide.
Yeah, it was a big story.
I didn't
a couple years ago, and
that.
His wife was suing. His ex-wife, Mia St. John. She was suing the place that was treating him because she said they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and she started her own organization. Yeah, it's like I don't know if she won the lawsuit or not, but yeah, it's been tough. So now you got 2 deaths in that family, and he has 2 other children.
Did they announce yet?
They didn't say how he passed away. No, but I'm just hoping. But they were saying not suicide, alcohol may have played a factor in his death. I'm not sure how, but it's just sad. It's sad, and we need to really get ourselves. We need to start talking about mental illness even more. We really have to talk about it because we don't. Yeah, that was kind of sad. 21 Savage. 21 Savage, I don't even fucking know who he is. Now you talking about I know people after seeing his faces, I still don't want to know who he is. But he has been arrested.
And y'all said I'm bad.
He has been arrested by the ICE and the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. He has been arrested by ICE because they said he is an illegal citizen of the United States of America. And he came to the United States back in 2015, and he's been an illegal citizen. Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah, since 2013, 2014. But his lawyer was saying that the United States knew about this, and that because of the situation that he's been through, they say it's some type of crime. If you've been a victim of a certain crime, you automatically become a citizen. Whatever his lawyer is, he must got a good lawyer because they're coming up with something. What
crime was he a victim of?
Being shot 6 times and surviving. And his best friend died.
Whoa. Yeah. This happened over in the UK?
No, this happened here.
So then how is it that he is a victim of a crime and then that automatically makes you a citizen?
I don't know. I
don't come close to me. Maybe if I go over to the
lawyer.
UK and get shot 6 times and I'll become a citizen over there. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, I think you gotta be living there. But he's been living here since 2005. So his parents, well, they say his parents is from the island of Dominica. Now, it's not the Dominican Republic. This is Dominica. And I think at that time it was owned by the British government. But they still say that he was born in the United Kingdom. They didn't say anything about him being born in Dominica. So I don't know where he was born. They say that his birth certificate says that he was born in the United Kingdom.
From what I read today from that certificate, well, allegedly certificate that looks like it was handwritten with a pencil, said that he was born in 1992 in the UK. But this is what I'm not understanding, because I think a lot of people like myself are shocked because I always, and mind you, I'm like you, I don't know too much about him, but I know enough about him.
Yeah.
I know about him, that he was dating Amber Rose. I think they may still be dating. I don't know. But I always thought and assumed that he was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Where he says he's from.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that that's where he was born and raised. You know, usually when people say, I'm from so-and-so, that automatically means that's where you were born. Mm-hmm. Because let's say I lived in Miami. I tell somebody, I'm in Miami. I live in Miami, but I'm visiting LA. And so they say, where are you from? I say, oh, I live in Miami, but I'm from Philly. Mm-hmm. That's where I was born. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if I say that I'm from Miami, then people are going to automatically assume that I was born in Miami.
And you know.
And no, I wasn't. So I'll say I live in Miami, but I'm from Philly. It just says he's from Atlanta, but it doesn't say that. And I think his Wikipedia at one point, before this all came about, said that he was from Atlanta.
Yeah, because that's the first thing.
So...
that's the first thing that I went to his thing,
right.
And it was there.
It said Atlanta.
Yeah,
it wasn't just me.
Yeah,
I saw it too.
Yeah, it was like it didn't even. You know how sometimes they're like born on this date,
right?
Lived in Atlanta. It just
says
like
Atlanta.
Yeah.
So then it leads me to wonder. You kind of knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
You were fooling everybody.
Yeah. But you know what though? This is the wake up call to a lot of people that don't pay attention to what ICE has been doing, right. And a lot of people don't even care about the news.
Right.
But now it showed you that
right.
They're not just going after Mexicans, they're coming after people. Yeah.
And my thing is, with somebody like Donald Trump who's in office, you might want to make sure your shit is in order because no one is exempt.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of people was leaving when he became president.
Yeah.
They went to Canada.
Yeah.
They said, we out of here. We here illegally, so we could go get asylum in Canada for you know. And some man lost his hands leaving the United States in the freezing snow of Canada. Had to get his fingers.
What was he doing in the snow? He was
Because
walking from the United States to Canada
and trying to get away.
You know, I saw. You know, it's so weird they had these borders. I saw this special on NBC. I think it was NBC, and it was about the border, and they were talking about the Mexican-U.S. border, but then they were talking about the U.S. and Canadian border, and they did this special, and this one woman who they interviewed, her house was like along the border.
Yes.
And it was like in a wooded area. And she had her backyard, and she said, if you go to the end of my backyard and you go over my gate, you're now in Canada. And she says, a lot of times I'm in my kitchen at night and I see people coming across or going across through my backyard.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. First of all, I wouldn't move there on the border.
Well, her house was there.
Yeah, but you don't never hear anything bad about Canadians and coming over here and us going to Canada. No. But you hear a whole lot of negative stuff about Mexicans. He said they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're bringing rape.
I can honestly say Drake did it right because we already knew that he was from Canada.
Yeah, well,
you know, well we did.
Because I ain't watched the Gracie. I found out I didn't know about Drake until.
But I mean, Drake made it very clear. I'm not from this country.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Toronto.
Oh,
yeah,
and there's no Toronto in the United States.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's in Canada. It's like right across. You could. I think you. I don't know. Don't get me start getting the geography.
Don't start lying here, Payla.
Yeah, because I can see Russia from my backyard. I can tell you, I can see a lot of stuff from my backyard now. They cut down one of those trees, so I got to be careful because you know, I don't know whose room can. You know, because
I don't think anybody across that backyard wants to look into this room. Well, you ain't got no clothes on.
Well, sometimes I don't.
Ugh.
But see, the thing is though, because I would do it right.
You would stand in front of that window naked.
No, just period. But I didn't know that it was like people like on the roofs working. I'm like,
oh yeah,
yeah. So
you was giving them a show.
Well, if they was looking,
well, I'm sure some of them was going home sick.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But they damn sure not going this door. Now what's going on here?
Can you imagine? I can't imagine.
No, I can't. Anyway. So yeah, 21 Savage, his lawyers are on it. They're saying that they're just trying to lock him up just to lock him up.
No, they
won't give him a fine.
Listen, if you are in this country illegally, they're not locking you up just to lock you up. They're locking you up because you're in this country illegally. Yeah. And you've been in this country for the past 14, 15 years illegally, okay? Yeah. You've been riding away
for 14 years. He should have been had
this. Figured out.
A lot of these children, if you know that you ain't got no papers or you ain't supposed to be here, just do what you gotta do.
Something like that happened.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And that will get you out. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, my thing is, I don't understand how his lawyers are claiming that they're just trying to arrest him. If he was in this country illegally,
well, they're doing their job.
They're doing their job. They're not trying to just arrest him because he's 21
But some people...
They're arresting him because he was in this country illegally.
Because this is the first famous person I
15 years
that they wanted to deport since Shine. That's the last famous person that got deported.
Isn't he still?
No, he's in Belize, I think. They sent him back home.
Yeah.
They said, you gotta go.
Well, where'd he go?
Home.
Oh, Belize.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Belize.
Yes.
I thought he was just moved over there.
No, that's where he's from.
Does he not want to come back over here?
He can't come back. I don't think he did all the time in jail. I don't think he can come back here.
That's a shame. Can you imagine not being able to come back here?
No. I can't imagine. Can you imagine a place you like to go? Like, I love to go to Atlanta.
Oh, I know.
Can you imagine if Atlanta said that I am banned from going there? Like how
they
City Hall.
What City Hall?
Our City Hall in Philadelphia.
Oh, banned R. Kelly. But let me just make something clear. R. Kelly ain't hardly think about coming to Philly. Yeah. And there's plenty of R. Kelly's roaming the streets of Philadelphia.
And that's what I want to say.
So, I mean, he would not look out of place
I need our City Hall, our City Council.
Bang,
and the mayor. Yeah, because they got that scandal going on right now with the IBEW. They were saying that people were stealing money.
IBEW.
IBEW.
Who's that?
I forgot what it means. But one of them rich white men, they was taking money from the city.
Oh yeah, I saw
and he's on city council.
Dougherty. Yeah, John Dougherty and the mayor.
And I mean, no, and the mayor first when it first happened.
What?
The mayor, because he was just elected. I mean, he was just in the groove of being the mayor when this stuff was going on. The FBI was looking for stuff. And they was trying to get the mayor to talk. The mayor wasn't saying anything. So they were saying that he would spend money here and there, take it from this, take it from that. Okay, but y'all not fighting to get him out of office.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm going to have my day in court. No. If you got somebody that's been arrested by the FBI and have to pay bonds, they shouldn't be working for the city of Philadelphia. And you have a Philadelphia sheriff, Drew Williams. The city had to pay this lady $127,000 because he sexually harassed her for years. And he still works for the city. He should be gone. So that same energy y'all took to ban R. Kelly, y'all need to do it for these people in City Hall.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody you can't come in your backyard not clean.
Let me tell you something. R. Kelly ain't hardly thinking about these
kids. No, he's not.
No,
because he got other kids to worry about in Florida and Atlanta and Georgia. In Georgia and Chicago.
Where does he live at?
I don't know. Wherever his head is on. Wherever he lay his head, that's his home. You know, and so Philly really need to get it together. Y'all banning R. Kelly. I didn't even know you could ban somebody from coming to your city. I never heard of that.
Don't let them ban you from Atlanta.
No,
because I know how much you like to go.
I love Atlanta.
I know.
You know, I just love. I love that it's a melting pot.
I got a headache. You heard me. You heard me. Next time, I'm gonna make sure I yell in your face and say.
You gonna let talk to your mother like that?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But who are you talking to like that?
I could be talking the fuck for you if you want me to. Excuse me. Excuse me. We are working.
I don't give a fuck.
And you're making noise.
I don't give a shit.
Where's Chase?
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara.
Hello? We're recording. And we can hear. Where's Chase?
They don't see it in the phone.
Oh. And we.
You better walk through this steps.
Is she standing at the steps? You standing at the steps?
Oh, that bum.
I don't live here.
Okay. She said, oh, that bum.
What just happened? What just happened?
She called you a bum. And you ain't say nothing back.
Yeah, she down there laying low, spreading wine.
We gotta go to the doctor's tomorrow. Hopefully it's a good day. We just gotta go see a heart doctor and she has to do a walking test. I don't know why, but yeah, we do. So, Can we talk about these races right quick? The Virginia governor, see, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but this is ridiculous. The governor, the Democratic governor of Virginia, Ralph Northam, never heard of him before until Friday. But anyway, there was this yearbook picture trending that this is his yearbook, his medical yearbook back in 1984. You know, you got two of his pictures, and then there's a picture of someone in blackface and someone wearing a KKK hood. Must have been Halloween or whatever. Later on that day, you know, first of all, once that came out, everybody's calling for his resignation. You know, everybody. Then he releases a statement saying that he apologized for the photo, yada yada yada. You know how it go. Then the next fucking day, on a Saturday, he takes a press conference and he says it wasn't me, like Shaggy. It wasn't him in that photo. He's not sure if it really was him. He talked to other people who told him that it might not be him.
But he's not 100% sure if that's him or not.
First of
That's what he's saying.
and he admitted to doing blackface, dressing up like Michael Jackson. He was so thorough about this blackface.
And dressing up like Michael Jackson,
he said
he couldn't remember if he dressed up like this guy.
Yeah, he said if you put shoe polish on, you know, you have a tough time taking it off. So that means you are a professional at wearing blackface, or you know people who are professionals. Whatever the case may be, you should not be running the state of Virginia. Especially when you have 90% of black people vote for you, and you can't be straight up about, is this you? Which one is you? He hasn't told us which one is him. But since he's so used to dressing up as Michael Jackson in blackface, I'm going to say it's him in the blackface. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is very important. And he's been trying to go to black churches yesterday. He's been trying
to save face.
Yeah. You cannot do that when, first of all, this yearbook has been out for 35 years. That means this picture has been there 35 years and you have never addressed it until someone pointed it out. So that means you live with this lie, you live this lie. Like, there's no way you can be like, oh, this is you. I mean, racist people can change. I do believe people can change because my opinions about stuff has changed drastically. But come on now, if you gonna be a racist and you gonna be for the people, you can't be high and shit like that.
But can I just say this? Because let me
There's
just.
no
I
trust and no confidence.
I want to take a step back for a minute, and I want to go back and I want to pull my history teacher hat on for a minute. First and foremost, I just want to let a lot of people out there know, because a lot of our generation, a lot of millennials were somewhat shocked, because I know you even just said it too, a Democratic governor, that this Democratic governor was caught up this way. I just need to school people for a minute.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Democrats years ago.
Let me tell you something.
We're not the party
on both sides.
But
still,
no, let me.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I didn't even attempt to interrupt. Democrats years ago were known for being opposed to the civil rights. As a matter of fact, Southern Democrats, if you want to get technical, okay?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take you back a little further. Back in 1960, when John F. Kennedy was running for president, his family did not like his vice president choice of Lyndon Johnson. Lyndon Johnson was from Texas. He was a Democrat from Texas. He was a Southern. They didn't like him. But they used him because he was a popular congressman down in Texas, and he was able to get those Southerners down in Texas to vote for Kennedy. Those Southerners who may not have been for civil rights.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
His race being a Catholic, all
right.
that stuff.
They didn't like that at all. So it's not unusual for me to hear that a white Democrat has done something like this. It's not unusual for me at all. What I will say too is I found it quite interesting when I saw that the media and everybody was jumping on this man for this picture. And like you said, it could have been Halloween. Now, let me tell you something. No means is it okay for any white person to dress up in blackface or dress up as a Ku Klux Klan member. No means at all is that okay. Does that mean that that particular white person is racist because they do it? No, it does not mean that they're racist. It just means that they're stupid enough to do something like that.
And then lie about it.
And then, whatever the case may be. But what got me was that there was a senator by the name of Strom Thurmond who was in Congress for almost 50, from South Carolina for almost 50 years. Mm-hmm. This man had ran for president back in 1948, and he had ran under the Dixiecrat mantra. And he was opposed to civil rights. He was opposed to all of that. He was opposed to this, that, and the third for blacks. Mm-hmm. Throughout the years, he had a change of heart. And he then started to become for it. And I think he even was one of the senators that voted for making MLK birthday a national holiday. I say this to say because this man was somebody who you would have thought should have been thrown out of the Senate years ago. Mm-hmm. But he was able to remain in the Senate until he turned 100 years old and died a few months later. And I thought about him and I said, well, Dad, why was it okay for Strom Thurmond to have a change of heart? And when we knew that this man felt a certain way about blacks, but yet everybody is condemning this man for taking this picture in blackface. Not saying that, because, again, we can't necessarily say that this man is racist. We can say what he did was stupid, but it doesn't necessarily mean
it
that he's racist.
It doesn't mean that he's racist, but you need to be a man.
Oh, I agree.
You need to say that you did that. And the climate that we're in right now, in 2019,
right,
we're not taking that shit no more. And there should be a zero tolerance policy for this. Mm-hmm. Just like if we found out that you was up there filming women back in 1985, if you could still lose your job for that, then you need to step down as a Virginia governor or anybody, because we have no confidence in you. You're not even sure if the picture is you
or not.
Right. But you're claiming that, oh, you dressed up as, first of all, if you can't even remember Michael Jackson's name, and then you want to stand there.
He couldn't remember Michael Jackson's name.
Yeah, his wife had to tell him Michael Jackson, who's that guy from the 80s? She's like, Michael Jackson. And then they asked her, can you do the moonwalk? You thought that you were going to do it, and your wife said, that's not appropriate. Correct. Like, come, we know who's running this country. That's
the house.
Yeah. Yeah. But it just is so disappointing to me to see that. Now, they said like a lot of his policies were for the people. Yes, they were for the people, but
he ran and helped Andrew Gillum and Stacey Abrams last year.
But then they were saying that, okay, he didn't want his lieutenant governor, or somebody told him take the lieutenant governor's face off of this thing, and he took it off.
Is this lieutenant governor black?
Yes, and that's Justin Fairfax, who could be the next governor of Virginia, and he will be the second black man to be the governor of Virginia, I think. I'm not sure, but I just feel like he needs to step down, and he's telling his staff he really want to clear his name. There's no way you can clear your name. Why was this in the yearbook for 35 years, and you never did anything to clear your name back then? Like, you.
Well, how did this come about?
Because the Republicans found this picture in the yearbook.
How long has he been governor?
And he just became governor about a year ago. And I believe he made some statements about abortion. Now, there's new law. I don't know where the fuck. Let me tell you something.
Wait, hold on real quick. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, because the yearbook.
Yeah.
But how do we know for sure that it's him? Is his like name under the
his
picture?
name is right above the picture.
Okay.
It's above the picture.
But he's saying that he doesn't even know if that's him.
It's him. You got two pictures clear as day.
Of course it's him.
And on CNN, what they were saying was they talked to the yearbook editor. You know, they found him. And they said that they had to put the picture, their name, and the pictures, and mail it off to them.
Right.
And that's how.
See, I think he's so embarrassed, he doesn't know which one he wants to say that he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if he wants to say he's the blackface or the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would say you the blackface.
I think he is the blackface. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to be dressed up as Ku Klux. If you dressed up as Ku Klux Klan, you really better go now. Now, the other person in the picture is not going to say that was me.
No.
Who was going to take up?
Because that other person in the picture might be his wife.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Why would you apologize for being in the photo and 24 hours later it wasn't you? I have no confidence in a person like that to be running this state. And then, like, there is something going on with abortion where they're trying to do this late-time abortion. Now, I was watching Tucker, and I don't really watch Fox News but I was watching, and he had a point. You know, they don't want to say the point. The point is, if the baby is born, like, why would you want to? If something happened, why would you still want to kill that baby? If the baby is here,
that's not abortion, though, is it? That's murder. How can you abort something that's already here?
Yeah. I don't even want to. It's sick. It's whatever it is.
Something that's going on in Virginia.
That the governor. Don't quote me because
I don't.
He made up a statement. He made a statement about abortion, and it was like, oh hell no. Like, so they're like, you already fucking up. And then, like, New York has a new law, and I believe Virginia has a new law. Whatever this new law is for abortion, I'm not with it. But, you know, I'm not telling women what to do with their body, but I can agree or disagree, and I disagree with it.
If a woman gives birth, then how are you aborting the baby?
They were on Fox News, and they was having this debate about... Because if the baby is dilated and the baby gets here, like, what are they going to do with the baby? And like, it was a real debate, and the lady really was like, "Oh no, you just got something to say," and he cut her off and put somebody else.
Well, they're all saying that was in New York.
New York, but it's also something like that going on, I believe, in Virginia too.
Oh, wow, I didn't even. That is ridiculous.
Sick. It's sick. It is sick. It's sick. Once the baby's here, bitch, sign your rights over.
Right.
Sign your rights over.
When you hear stuff like that, it makes you want to side with the Republicans.
Yeah,
because you're like, wait a minute.
That's how extreme the Republicans are. Like, I'm for if I'm for women having abortions. Yeah,
or
I'm
pro-choice.
Yeah, I'm for women having the choice. But for me, I'm like, hell no. If for instance, if a family member came to me telling me about, oh, I fucked up, what should I do? Oh, bitch, you better keep that baby. You better keep it. You ask me my opinion, I'm going to tell you. Anybody that
don't go with your opinion, that's their choice.
Yeah, everybody that write me, I tell them, keep it. Or give it up for adoption. Just don't. But it's your body. Do what you want. You know, so
you're pro-choice.
I'm pro-life. But I'm okay with other people choosing, so I guess it's
pro-choice.
Yeah, but for me, I'm pro-life. For me, I'm pro-life. For you, for y'all.
But if you telling a woman that that's her choice to do what she wants to do, then that's pro-choice.
Yeah, pro-choice.
You can be pro-choice and for life. Yeah. I am for life too.
Yeah.
The last thing I want you to do is abort a baby. But at the end of the day, that is your body and that is your choice. So I am pro-choice.
Yeah, I don't even want to label myself that. I know. But I'm just like, child.
I don't want you to abort.
Yeah, but
I want you to do what you just said.
Yeah.
But then I don't want you to think that my opinion is to dictate your body.
Exactly.
That's your body.
Yes.
So you do what you feel is the right thing for your body. And I'm not going to dare tell you, no, don't have an abortion because that's this, that, and the third. That's not my body.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you
that. Once upon a time when the Republican Party were for abortions.
There was once upon a time when the Republican Party
was the way the Democrat Party is, but now it's new times, new age. But that afterbirth, no, bitch, no. All right, moving on to Liam Neeson.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember, I told you before, my mom used to say I would never let people know I was that dumb.
Yeah. And you know what I said? Oh, God.
I would never let nobody know I was that racist.
And I said, you know what? He could have kept that to himself.
Yes.
And
took that to his grave.
He should have took that to his grave. He really should have. Because there's a lot of things I want to take to mine. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the funeral tomorrow to pick out my casket.
Oh, no. No. Because we're going to make sure Beyonce pay for your solid gold casket. Don't pick it out. You need solid gold.
I would never let somebody know I am that stupid. Why would he say that? I read it, Kevin. I was like,
now you're canceled. Is there going to be any more Taken movies? Because I never watched them anyway. But
they're good.
I know.
This one is not that good, but the first one is really good. I think the second one is not that good. It's either the second or the third one that's not that good, but it's one of them that's not that good. But they're good.
Yeah. So for him, it's a few under a rock because he's been trending all day. So a friend of his was raped by a black man. He was so upset that he was willing to take like this bar or a stick, and any black person that got out of line with him, he was willing to beat them with that, and he carried this rage for about 2 weeks. And he's saying that he feel ashamed that inside he was that racist for 2 weeks. That he had to let it, he had to clear his conscience. Let me tell you something. I've done a lot of things. You wouldn't get me to admit, first of all, I'm not even racist, but you couldn't even get me to admit anything like that. Like, I can't even think of anything that bad.
That I would say something like that or do something like that.
Yeah, I can't think. Cause that's not something you want to say. No. Now you got your black fans looking at you crazy.
And black people love Taken.
Yeah,
they love his movies. They love his. They love the way he talks. He talks like Batman.
I just can't. Liam, baby,
it's not right.
But you know the thing is though,
it's just dumb.
I don't know if they're gonna cancel him because he did clear his conscience, but I just would not do that. Because who knows what else you're thinking anytime you meet somebody black. That black nigga, that black bastard, all this and that.
And you know what's so funny?
Come on.
But you know what's so funny? Because they tell on themselves because of the privilege that they have.
Yes.
They don't look at it as I'm saying anything wrong. They don't look at it as I'm going to be looked at as a racist. They don't look at it. Because they have so much of a privilege that they think, oh, well, it's okay to say. Oh, wait, what did I say wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, I said something wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, I wasn't supposed to say that?
If he said, like, I'm thinking like I wanted to shoot up the school.
No.
Oh, bitch, you on lockdown forever. Thinking like that. Like, so.
Why is that okay to say? That's not okay, right?
I appreciate him having.
I appreciate him telling me how he feels. I appreciate that. Ooh, because now I know. But I don't think that's something that I wanted to know. But thank you for telling me. Oh, I mean.
You just can't beat up anybody because they black and they out of line. That is so racist. But a lot of people harbor that feeling like they would want to beat a black person up.
Well, you know, a lot of black people harbor that feeling against white men.
Yeah.
From years ago, what their ancestors did to black women.
Yes.
You know.
I just don't. I find myself.
And speaking of Strom Thurmond.
Yeah.
For him to be such a bigot and racist,
a black baby.
Yes, he did. Had a black child, and for years. When he was alive, he was paying her off, and then when he died, she came out, and she actually died recently a few years ago. She was in her 80s, but she died, and he was paying off the family or paying her off for years because he knew that he had this black illegitimate child, and nobody knew when he was alive. Yeah. Nobody knew, and he was paying her off. And then when he died, she came out, and of course, you know, a lot of people were trying to figure out if this was true or false because people knew his history. It was like, I don't think. But then she did a DNA test and come find out she wasn't.
You know, that's how they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do.
They talk shit about you and then sleep with you.
Oh yeah.
But
they think that they do they think? I think I have to have another conversation with my aunt. But I think they kind of think that was the case with my great-grandmother. Oh. Because my great-grandmother, my grandmother's mother, they knew my aunt and my grandma, they knew their mother's mother, but they didn't know her father. And my great-grandmother, if you look at pictures of her, was a very light woman, very light, and had beautiful silky hair. And they were under the assumption that her father may have been white, and you know, because years ago, because my great grandmother was born in 1900, so it was like you just don't know. Right. So it's like, and my aunt and them was telling me like you never ever heard them speak about her father, just always a mother. So it was like, wonder what's going on with there.
I'll be like sometimes like when I be looking at these family trees on Ancestry. I just be like, somebody is lying somewhere.
I know.
Yes. And then one of my cousins told me about the story of one of my cousins. I just was like, wow. He's like, she just wasn't everybody. But then there was this man. Yeah. This man, he was fucking like a lot of the women in my family. Marrying them and having children. Yeah. So it's like cousins and y'all brothers and sisters.
And then like cousins and yeah, we ain't had it in my family.
You never know. Go back in that tree. Go back in that tree. Go back in that tree.
We better not, because now I'm going to start asking questions.
Go back in that tree.
Okay.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do something like that.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Woo. So it's like,
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That ain't ridiculous. It's disgusting.
But I'm grateful for ancestry because I feel like I am so close to finding my mom's father's family. I am like literally.
Oh yeah, because your mom didn't know her father.
No. She said that this man was her father. She said she met him one time. But these people, remember a long time ago I said, oh, well, the Simmons family's from Edgewood, South Carolina. It wasn't my family. That's people from my mom's family. And I was able to trace this family. Their last name is Mitchell and Simpkins. And they're from Edgewood, South Carolina. And it's 1 billion children. Okay. So one side is white. The Simpkins, I believe, are white. And the Mitchells are black. And the Mitchells actually like bought one of his brothers or one of the family members for freedom, but they was like listed as slaves, but he...
Right. You know, it's so funny that you said it because it just made me think of Thomas Jefferson, our president, and how he had the slave, and Sally, I think Hemings was her name, and he had all these children by her. And I know as of maybe a few years back, the black side and his white side of his descendants were getting together every year for this big family reunion, whatever the case may be, because it was no secret that he had.
Yeah.
So they were all getting together. But
yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe that Simpkins name is where.
Can you imagine? That's why it's good to know your history, and I wish. And see, it's funny too because I was able to learn a lot about my family history before my grandmother's last surviving sister passed a few years ago. And I do know my great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, he was like one of 13. But my great-grandmother, she was the only child.
Yeah.
She was the only child. And that's why she was so big on family and having everybody. And that's why my family is always so,
Yeah,
my great-grandmother was so big on that. But then it leaves to question, one, why was she the only child?
Yeah.
And two, who was her father?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to find out about my great-grandmother, because I'm like, hold up. Back in those times, there was like 12 fucking kids. 12, 18 kids.
Because my grandparents had 10.
Yes.
Okay?
How is it that one woman has about I'm going to say she probably got to have 400 descendants. From her being born to her having like 18 kids. Where are her brothers and sisters, like if she had any? Because I don't know.
My pastor, his father, Deacon Fleming, he is one of 18.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being one of 18?
No, I can't. Because that's a lot of
And all 18
downs.
of them have the same mother and father. All my aunts and uncles have the same mother and father too, my grandparents. But can you imagine having 18 kids?
No, there's no privacy. You really can't.
Well, no, there is. Because there is.
Because some of the older ones.
Yeah, because when my mom was born, it was only like 3 of them still in the house. Like 2 of her siblings were still in the house. The other ones, because remember, my mom is the 10th child. My mom's older siblings are old enough to be her parents.
Yeah, so she got cousins, nieces and nephews.
That are older, her age and older. My first cousins are all older than me. It's their kids that are me and my sister's age.
That's because your mom was late. Yeah,
right.
She's late, and then her having children. Your cousins are older than you. And they think.
And my mom has a few nieces and nephews that are older than her. My grandmother and my aunt Patty, who is my BFF on Facebook, she's 76 and she just loves Facebook, and she's always under my comments, and she's probably on here right now.
Yeah.
But her and my grandmother were pregnant at the same time. My grandmother was pregnant with my mom, and my aunt was pregnant with my cousin Tracy. And my cousin Tracy and my mom were only a few months apart. But yeah, it's like wow, back in the day, people were just having kids after kids after kids. You're like, I mean, they having them now, but the difference between then and now is they were able to take care of their kids.
And you know what?
These people ain't able to take care of their kids.
And they had to have children because them children need to help out with the bills and everything. They had to drop out of school early. Like they want the brightest, but can you imagine? That's a lot of sacrifice and a lot of hard work.
That is first of all, that's a lot of sex.
Yes. And never mind.
My uncle Ronald told me, he's the oldest boy. He told me he came home from the service and he saw my grandma pregnant my mom and said, "You pregnant again?" He said that's what she was done by my Uncle Husky. Because my Uncle Husky, he's the 9th child, and him and my mom are probably they're probably like a good 5-6 years apart. So he thought she was done. But then 6 years later, here comes my mom. He's like, wait, you pregnant again? Like, why are you still having kids?
Cause you know, look, she's the last one.
They're
like the last
my
one.
grandmother and my grandfather ain't nothing to do. Just make kids. And then they said my grandfather complained about all the grandkids that used to be in his house.
Yeah, just
So
imagine,
he
because
never had
all
any
those
problems.
children you made,
then
their offsprings, then they offspring. Oh my God!
I don't think and see, my grandmother being the woman that she was, she didn't mind it at all. That's why I don't think my grandmother's house was ever empty once she had kids and the grandkids came. Because when I came around, this house. Yeah. But I told you that a long time ago that this house used to remind me of my grandmother's house. Because 2 of my cousins lived with her when she died. I was always there, and then other cousins was all. My grandmother's house was like, she just didn't care. As long as you was family, like, yeah, you come on in. She just always had a full house. But they always said that my grandfather, he was the opposite. He didn't like it. He always wanted the kids to go home. But she didn't want them to go home. So it's like, you know who won that battle?
Yeah.
She did. Right. There's nothing he could do.
Yeah. So Bruno Mars is going to Vegas. Demi Lovato, girl, listen. Before you try to jump on and talk about people, make sure you get yourself together. Yeah. You need to get yourself together. Now, the way they came at you, I think, was wrong, because a lot of their lives got together. They was coming for 21 Savage too, but you need to sit some things out. Nick Cannon is doing a great job on Wendy Williams today.
Is he really?
First of all, he's doing Wendy Williams better than Wendy Williams, because I watched the segment all the way up until X Nick Cannon. Like, I was surprised that I watched that long. And I don't think he liked the piece that them little boys made today. But, you know, he still was a good host. Cardi B says that, you know, it was tough turning down the Super Bowl. She said, but she had to sacrifice not making money to not do the Super Bowl. Because if Colin Kaepernick can't get a check, she can't get a check. And she told her husband the same thing. You're not going to work neither. So, you know, they missed out on a lot of money in the Cardi B's household. And what's his name? Quavo? I don't know. And they household. Offset. Yeah, bitch, I don't know these people like that. Yeah, so, yeah, everything else, you know, I'm glad that we got through these topics. I done missed the hour and something minutes on our wrestling. But we will be back. Yeah, we'll be back later on this week. I promise y'all we'll be back with another video. Now, what is this? Carrying on. Oh no. How did she fall?
She fell alright too.
He should have been walking in front of her.
She wasn't holding on to him. She was trying to be cute. See? Oh, he let her go.
Her shoe was something. Her shoe. It was her shoe.
It's not funny. It's not.
Did I tell y'all Chase is walking? He is walking and trying to get into every goddamn thing. I told them this is when your eyes really got to be open now, because he know how to slide down. He's been trying to go down the steps. He know how to come up the steps a little bit. But, because I ain't trying to have him like them little kids that be...
Yeah.
And you know sometimes, never mind.
Yeah.
But, she up. Stop playing.
Okay.
We'll see y'all later this week. Because if he ends up on the news...